Come on, you gotta be excited. We're going to the Roswell crash site in New Mexico.
Far more interested in the nuclear test I did at Los Alamos than the alien.
Fair enough.
That really happened. It's just drug craze. Hippies that say they can, but...
Weren't you a drug-crazed hippie?
Yeah, but I didn't see aliens. I saw a few other things, but not aliens.
And then we're also gonna do a bit of camping.
Camping? I'm not gonna sing in a tent.
It's gonna be more glamorous camping.
That sounds wonderful. I'm really convinced. Really.
My name's Jack Osborne, and this is my dad, Ozzy. Heavy metal god, Prince of Darkness, and surprisingly enough, history nerd. As the old saying goes, like father, like son. So my dad and I are doing something we've always wanted to do. We're hitting the road. Just the two of us and a bucket list of places and things we've only ever read about in books. Oh my god, it's amazing. Or seen on TV and the web. Did you have your knife?
Yes.
Of all days, we might need it. There are no roadies, no tour buses.
What the f*** is this?
No boundaries. Welcome to Ozzy and Jack's World Detour.
Let's rock and roll.
All right, we're in New Mexico, home to Breaking Bad, alien crash sites, and atomic weaponry. I believe in UFOs. My dad doesn't necessarily believe in UFOs. I have been researching Roswell since I was a kid. I know lots about it. So it's really cool that I finally get to go. And my hopes, dreams, and aspirations are we do get abducted by aliens and, we unlock the secrets to the universe. That's it. So we're going to a museum it's basically a museum of atomic history in America. They've got B-29 bombers there.
Oh, it's gotta be
They've
massive.
got rockets. They've got Fat Man and Little Boy.
That was the name of the two ones they dropped on Japan.
Yeah. So we're here, and then Old Roswell. It's a bit of a drive for us, but I got this really souped-up camper van. It's like this four-wheel drive, like doomsday vehicle.
Wow.
And it's got a toilet.
Okay.
We're going to a campsite tonight.
Won't it be cold at night?
Yeah, but this RV has like heating and a hot shower.
Okay.
Should we hit the road?
Yeah.
Here's our chariot.
Is it a joke?
No. It's the boogie wagon.
Where do I sit in the back or the front?
No, you sit in the front.
I can say I've travelled on Concorde everywhere now.
I know you're used to a G4, but that's all I have to do.
What the is this?
Dad, it's about bonding.
Bonding?
It's about you and I farting together in the same bubble.
This is like a joke. I think I'm dreaming.
This is where you'll be sleeping. So what do you think? Should we,
hit the road?
Hit the road. Take your seat.
All right.
We'll survive there.
Oh, yeah, sure. In the mid-70s, me and the drummer Bill used to travel all over in a GMC mobile home. But they were better than that thing.
Well, what did your mobile home have besides mass amounts of alcohol, women, and drugs?
It was Oh, it was that. See, I thought we were going to have a tour bus.
It's a tour camper van.
It's like a peasant truck.
Peasant truck? Oh. Oh, it's like the Breaking Bad meth camper van.
That was more upmarket than this thing. It's don't even feel caustic.
The good thing is, there's a toilet you can puke in the back. The reason why we had to get this camper van is that where the supposed UFO crash is out in the middle of nowhere and you need a 4x4 to get there.
What time do you get there?
Well, we're gonna go tomorrow. We're gonna go to a campsite tonight.
You going to camp out tonight?
Mm-hmm.
In this?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll cuddle you, keep you warm.
Oh. It's like my career's took a dive.
Your career might be in like a bit of a low spell right now, having to do this, but our relationship is at an all-time high.
But it could be worse.
Could be worse.
I could be stabbed.
I knew my dad wasn't the biggest fan of camping, but he is a big World War II buff. So before we hit the campsite, we headed out to visit a nuclear museum. And I was pretty sure my dad would love it. So we're going to the National Museum of Nuclear Science. Do you know that New Mexico, they call it like an atomic ecosystem? Because they mine the uranium here, they build the weapons here, and they test the weapons here.
What is uranium?
I mean, it's an element.
An elephant?
You know, an element.
Oh. Wow, yeah.
Look at that bad boy.
Wow.
There's a missile.
This is wild, man. These are big planes, man.
Big old plane.
This is really, really cool. Just mind-blowing, the size of everything. It's a nose cone. Hello. That's unbelievable.
Look how big this is.
What is it, a submarine? In the middle of New Mexico. Below, there's about 24 missiles below it. It's amazing that we all build things to destroy each other.
Hey, electric funeral. Jim.
How are you, Jack?
I'm good. I'm Jack.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Hi, Jim.
Mr. Osborne, it's an honor.
I'm looking forward to looking around.
Well, this is a very interesting place. We have the largest collection of nuclear weapons that people can see anywhere, including the very first ones, the ones that were created in the Manhattan Project.
Wow.
The Manhattan Project was a super secret American Army project to develop the atomic bomb. And it came about because the United States was attacked by the Japanese. That's when the United States declared war. And so that's when the Manhattan Project went into high gear.
Why did they call it the Manhattan Project?
I think it was to confuse the enemy.
Yeah, okay.
So if they caught wind of it, they would have thought it had been in New York.
Something, yes. So,
It cost like $1 billion back then.
$2.5 billion in
Wow.
1945.
Wow.
If we keep on going and look over here, so this is Little Boy. It's the one that used the highly enriched uranium. It was simply a gun barrel. And it just banged two pieces together, and the criticality came from slamming them together. So Fat Man was the bomb that was created using plutonium, and it was the one that was dropped on Nagasaki. So this one was dropped on Hiroshima on the 6th of August, and this one was dropped on Nagasaki on the 9th of August.
Also, I heard that dropping the bomb saved lives. I don't understand that.
Well, it did, because if the United States had to invade the Japanese islands,
I
a
see.
million Americans might have died and 2 million Japanese might have died defending the island.
How many decibels loud is it when it goes off?
I imagine it was very loud.
It must be like a mega Black Sabbath concert.
Yes. In fact, I saw your concert when I was 17 years old. And so I was
Where?
Charleston, West Virginia. And I didn't tell my parents I went.
Do you remember seeing Jim at your concert?
Absolutely, it was the third row, sitting next to that one-eyed trouser.
Is that the rocket launcher one?
No,
This is called Davy Crockett.
This is a nuclear mortar.
That's right. This thing could be launched by a bazooka, and it wouldn't even go far enough away that it wouldn't kill the people who shot it off.
Wow.
So it was kind of a last-ditch defense.
Thus the Davy Crockett.
That's it. Yeah,
That's the
that's what
Alamo
it was
defense.
called. Yeah, in the Alamo. And so this is the smallest weapon we ever built.
Wow.
You fire it and you kill yourself at the same time. Great device.
Sometimes you just gotta go out with 2 birds flying high and a big you.
There was one that was a backpack bomb.
The backpack bomb is really interesting because there was a special forces team that was trained to skydive into an area, and it had a mechanical timer on it, right?
Yeah.
And you set the mechanical timer, and they were given, like, you know, a few hours to get out on foot before it blew up.
Wow.
This is a Trident C3, and so this is inside a submarine. There's 24 of them inside each submarine.
Wow. And they each have, what, 8 warheads?
8 warheads, that's correct. They're called MIRVs. They're individual warheads.
Wow.
We're going to go back in the vault, and I want to show you something that we have back there that is very rare.
Okay.
But it was something that you could have played with if you were a boy in the 50s.
Okay. It's a penis.
It's not that. Oh, my.
Inappropriate. I knew it was going to be cold. I just didn't know it was going to be this windy. But I'm hoping that the wind will die down when the sun fully sets.
No, it won't. We're going to freeze our asses off. I'm going to get sick. Your mom's going to go mad.
Well, nothing new there.
Oh, yeah.
I want to show you something that we have that is very rare.
So, we were at the National Museum of Nuclear Science. A quick side trip on our way to the Roswell UFO crash site.
Okay, if you guys would stand right here.
Okay.
Michael Jackson.
There we go. Yeah. And the museum's director had something special to show us.
Check this out. This was the most dangerous toy you could buy in 1950. The Gilbert U-238 Atomic Energy Lab. And this thing had real atomic material in it. Radioactive material.
Weapons grade or not?
No, but it was still radioactive. So this had all of these experiments that you could do as a boy in 1950. Cloud chamber could help you see electrons and cosmic rays coming in. There was a Geiger counter-like counting machine here. Pretty cool toy for 1950s. Not very many of them were made. In fact, they never made any money on these at all.
Really? Oh, I am surprised. The good thing about it was, you knew where the kids were all the time, because they glowed in the dark.
You could just let him out in the woods and you just see these glowing beings.
Wait, Billy, oh, is that, there he is.
Cool. All right, Jim.
All righty.
Thank
you,
you.
Jack. It's a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
God bless you.
Thank you, Ozzy. I've always been a big fan since way back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Leaving the Nuclear Museum glowing behind us, we headed onwards to partake in one of my favorite pastime activities, camping. And half of the fun of camping is buying completely useless gear you'll only ever use once. You know, I have some sleeping bags, I have a couple tents, but we still need to stock up on some stuff.
I want to get a knife.
Okay.
I've always had a thing about knives. Stab.
They'll have plenty of stuff here. They have electric socks.
What the do you want electric socks for?
It keeps your feet warm. They're like little heating.
No, I'll blow myself up. Why, at your age, have you suddenly gone mad on camping?
I've always loved camping. I mean, when I was 19, I spent like 6 months living in a tent. Every time that we'd go climbing in Yosemite, we'd spend like weeks in a tent.
When you went up El Cap, where did you sleep then?
On either natural rock ledges or on portaledges that you'd unfold to like hammer.
What did you do when you want to go for a piss?
Just piss off the ledge.
You can up.
This is cool.
This is unbelievable.
Awesome. Good thing the guns are over here.
This is so
I
big.
know it is. Well, I'm set. Let's go. So I got what I needed.
What are they?
Slippers. Here you go. It's a launch. You want it?
Yeah, I've got that much camouflage. I'll blend in great. Where did I get a knife from?
Right over here.
But it will come with a leather sheath as well.
Oh, I'll take it.
Cool.
You like that one?
Yep.
Yeah,
You got thermals, like long underwear?
I don't need them.
Are you sure? You're always cold.
The is that?
You will not be cold in there.
How'd you get that for a piss?
I thought we'd get a little stove. That's good. A nice charcoal grill. So you could have a fire without having a fire.
That's it, I think.
Yeah, that's all we really needed because we've got everything else in the van.
I got the knife on.
Oh yeah, you got it on your hip?
Yeah?
You excited about camping?
No.
I love a good campfire.
It's not a campfire.
There is flames, ergo fire.
The whole thing about camping is building a fire. You can't do that anymore.
Well, because it's just been so dry in the Southwest, we can only cook with charcoal or gas. The concern is that, like, if a hot ember flies off and lands in a tree, it's like everything goes up. So,
It's too cold for a hot ember to fly anyway. A spark can come off the phony fire, and it sparks and a bit of tumbleweed will go on.
yeah. So you have the great fire of Albuquerque.
We're in jail. I'm getting raped.
I'm in the corner sucking my thumb crying.
The future is ours, son.
Look out for site 36. Oh, 36.
Where?
Right here. See ya. Ooh.
What is this place?
This is a place where dreams come to live. All right.
Where do we actually park?
We park. This is it. This is where we drop anchor.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh, it don't look very adventurous to me.
It's all in the spirit.
You keep saying that. What does that mean?
I love the spirit of camping. The outdoors, the quiet.
The spirit of camping, mate. You haven't got a bottle of vodka. That's the spirit of camping. Whip it good.
Oh, nice hat.
You camp, I rock. What the hell is that?
This is a bunch of camping gear. We are gonna pitch a tent.
Where you get a tent from?
I brought all this from home. So, you and me are gonna pitch this.
Why do I want to pitch a tent for? I'm sleeping in there, aren't I?
You're sleeping in there, but I'm sleeping in here, and we're a team. Grab that corner. All right,
Why am I doing this?
here's what I need you to do. If you can, I need you to get under here. So get in there, sit, you gotta get in and sit down.
What?
Get in and sit down, and then but in the back corner, like look at the,
In back corner.
feed it to the opposite corner. So I'm
Which
gonna,
one? This corner? That
yeah,
one?
so I'm gonna stick it in this corner, and then I need you.
You get in, Joe. I don't know what the you're talking about. I must be insane. I'm Ozzy Osbourne out in the field with my nutty son trying to pitch a tent.
Just let it go, Dad. Let it go, because you're messing. Okay, we are nearly in business.
Man, don't worry about it.
Dad, just go stand over there.
Ah, home sweet home.
Do you want to get the charcoal out and maybe light the barbecue?
No.
Okay. Do you want to at least go get the food?
Where from?
The fridge.
Jack,
Yeah.
why do you want me to bring this stuff to you?
Yeah, just bring everything out for dinner.
Oh,
What?
what are you gonna cook it in?
The grill?
Okay.
Let's get coals going, because this takes a while. Alrighty. See if I can...
Wow, Jack,
We have fire.
this is the best part of the trip.
You like that? Alright, so, you tend to that.
Oh,
You kind of block the wind.
fuck, I've seen my cows.
Alright, I'll block the wind. You can't even block the wind without complaining.
Jack, it ain't my scene, dude. Camping.
There you go. Get in front of the fire.
I am in November out there. I must be nuts.
I knew it was going to be cold. I just didn't know it was going to be this windy. But I'm hoping that the wind will die down when the sun fully sets.
No, it won't. We're gonna freeze our asses off. I'm gonna get sick. Your mum's gonna go mad.
Well, nothing new there.
Oh, yeah.
As the sun set, it got colder and colder.
That was the idea, was just to go camping.
I'm gonna cook, and I'll be right back. You sit tight.
Rockstar one day, waiting on hands and feet, luxury hotels, private aeroplanes, to end up like this.
My dad's getting soft in his old age, you know?
What happened?
Here I am, rolled up sleeves, out here, braving the weather, cooking our dinner. Just can't hang anymore.
He loves it though, Jack.
This is pitiful. This is absolutely pitiful. It's a tough life.
Man, I don't want camping if the weather's okay.
Ahoy! There we go. Love this.
Yeah, but if I had a chill on,
You've got layers on. You've got thermals. You're eating. I have survived in snow caves. I have survived in jungles. Nothing but my childlike sense of wonder and a bit of true grit.
okay. You nuts. You definitely are an Osborne, without any shadow of a doubt.
I cooked you the perfect steak.
Will be warm enough out there, Jack?
Well, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll be fine.
That steak was all right.
Yeah.
How about going to sleep then?
Early night, dawn, sunrise, go for a jog.
Absolutely. My son, I love you.
Yeah, I mean, I've camped in, like, the snow, I've camped in snow caves, and, you know, spent weeks in
What's
tents,
happening
so-
now?
You're going to sleep.
Hello?
So, yeah, I mean, this does not bother me at all. Like, I'm not fazed by this. I will sleep just as well out here, if not better, than I would at a hotel. I'm not bothered.
What's a petroglyph?
A petroglyph is kind of like carvings, like in stone. That looks like a weird little alien. No, it looks like a skull. Doesn't that look like a skull?
No, it's pins.
That too. It was morning, and somehow I survived a night of sub-zero weather while my dad enjoyed the comfort of the camper van he so loathed.
That's a lovely morning today. There you are.
Nell. Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I was making some tea. Do you want some tea?
Oh, I would love some tea. I was freezing my arse off last night.
Oh, I was. No, it's really warm in there.
Imagine that. I mean, did you feel the wind in here at all?
No, I just stepped like a lark.
I mean, it literally felt like a rhino was coming up to my tent and just shaking it.
Look, you're surprised at the size of an envelope, the tent.
It's good for the soul. Makes you appreciate what you have at home.
Oh, yeah. Gee, I had this weird dream last night, you know. I dreamt that someone was trying to get in my leg and was rocking.
That wasn't a dream. At like 4:30 in the morning, I was trying to get in here, but you locked the door.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Sorry.
At one point when I woke up, I had snot frozen. Like, frozen all onto my mustache. Because it was like that cold in my tent.
You know.
And I was like, gee. And that's when I came to be like, this, I'm getting in that camper. And I came to like try and open the door and you locked it. I didn't want to bang because I didn't want to wake you.
Was asleep.
Why would you lock the camper when we're in the middle of nowhere?
There's lots of wild animals running around them places. If I hear you screaming, hey, it's a spirit of camping.
You ready to go?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going there anywhere? No. This is a bit ridiculous freezing our ass up here.
I will concur with that statement, but that hat looks good on you.
I didn't wear it for a fashion statement. I wore it to keep my brain warm.
Although a little tired, we went back on the road to Roswell, where I had hoped to prove to my dad that aliens did exist. Oh, traffic.
No, traffic. Please, God, no.
Why is there traffic? We're in the middle of nowhere.
Why is this happening to us? Why is this happening to me? This isn't fair for an old boy like me. Two things I hate. Vacuum cleaners and traffic jam.
What? What is it about vacuums that you hate?
The noise. Zzz, you can't think straight when you're around the thing. And them leaf blowers are even worse.
I'm gonna get you a leaf blower for
You
Christmas.
can off. You'll be wearing it up your ass. I'm on a roll again.
With the traffic jam in our rearview mirror, our next stop was Petroglyph National Monument.
What's a petroglyph?
A petroglyph is kind of like carving. It's like in stone. So I thought we'd go see what it's all about.
Yeah, okay.
You know, the reason I'm kind of into the petroglyphs is they have like humans and then they have beings with like big heads and big eyes and some of them they have like things that look
But
like
don't forget, they used to do a lot of I.O. to these guys.
They did, but they also draw these spaceship-looking things.
Listen, if you believe in UFOs, why did you rent this thing?
What do you mean?
This is not high tech. Would you rent this on purpose to piss me off?
No.
Well, if you did, it'd work. The only good thing about it is a can in the back.
It's a great thing. Petroglyph, National Monument, next exit.
It's a playground.
Well, just beyond the playground is these petroglyphs. Now it says to walk through the playground, but I think this is kind of weird that to enter a national park we have to walk through a children's playground.
No children.
They heard you were coming.
You know where you're going?
I'm just following the path.
There must be snakes around there.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's too cold for them. Well, they would be in the sun right now. There's a snake right there.
Golf. I'm 67 years of age.
You're like a gazelle. Nimble. Fast. Oh, look. Look at the eye.
Where's the eye? What eye?
Looks like an eye.
What eye?
Look on the rock. Although it kind of does look like a UFO, yeah. Oh, and look. Look at this one right here. See this rock right here?
Oh, yeah.
Look at like the horns and the face.
It's a cow.
So it was a place where a lot of different Native Americans would congregate.
And have sex.
I'm sure maybe sex has happened here.
I thought it was like one rock with a lot of them on.
Look, what's this? This is like a weird humanoid thing. That looks like a weird little alien. No, it looks like a skull. Doesn't that look like a skull?
No, it's like a penis.
That too. Look at that.
Oh, that's alien.
It looks like a robot.
Guy with the square head and big ears.
Wow, that's kind of creepy. A definite ominous looking face.
Yeah, but I don't believe that's 700 years old. Probably about 50.
No, there's no way. They got pictures of this like 50 years ago.
All right, 51.
Don,
Jack,
what's going on, gentlemen?
follow us.
All right.
How did we not know they were a pair of serial killers? Where the are we going? He took us to this remote place, killed us and buried us. Nobody would have ever found us.
Who's gonna find their way out here?
So, we're headed down to Roswell. You excited to get there?
At this stage of the game, I don't give a where we go. Doing this warm-up.
By the way, I brought our drone with us. In fact, I brought two. I thought it'd be good to get some practice in with it.
Why are we playing around with these own drones anyway?
I thought it'd be a good tool to get like a really solid bird's eye view of the crash site. Because we got the camera on it. I don't know, it's been 60 years, but there might be some
indentation.
Yeah, I'd imagine if something was like traveling the speed of light and then blew up.
Okay, they found what they think was a crashed UFO.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only thing that's happened?
Well, no, there's been other UFO sightings here since. Do you want me to break you down the theory?
Yeah.
So the theory goes like this. America tests a first nuclear weapon in 1945 in White Sands, New Mexico.
Yeah.
All of its nuclear bombers are here, and weaponry is all in New Mexico at this time period because there was no missiles in 1947. One night, mysterious thing crashes. So the first statement released was it was a UFO. The first statement, they actually said, yep, a UFO crashed and the Air Force admits to it.
The sensible thing to do is say that. So everybody goes there and the hiding some of the road.
Well, then the next couple days, then they said it was a weather balloon. Then, like 20 years later, they said it was a high-altitude balloon that was used as like a spy balloon. Then, in the 90s, they released a statement saying, actually, all that was bull. It was high-altitude skydivers.
That's bollocks.
Now, the interesting thing about all four of those excuses, right? The only one that has witnesses, and by witnesses over 400 people, is the UFO one, the UFO story. No one else has ever come forward to be like, yeah, it was a balloon.
But someone would have got some concrete proof by now.
Now, there's a guy who runs a mortuary down here, right? He got calls from the government, and he had to deliver them 4 child-sized coffins, which is interesting. Why would the military need child coffins?
Part of a midget escort of us.
With my dad having completed his lesson in Roswell UFO 101, the time had come for me to study up on how the hell to fly a drone. Operation Drone Flight. The plan was to fly an expensive camera-equipped drone over the Roswell crash site, but I figured it would be smart to learn the basics on a more cost-effective model.
What's historic about this drone?
Well, no, this is an implement to observe. Stand back. Okay. The controls are reversed. Ah.
No. It's like an insect thing.
What's wrong with this thing? Sucks.
I'm gonna be fit running after this thing all day long. I'll just do it again. Let's see what.
No, Dad, your hair is gonna get caught in that.
No, legs.
No, Dad, your hair. Like, look how close your hair is to it.
Okay. A haircut.
See? You just ruined it.
I haven't done anything.
Oh. All right.
Wow. You gotta dance him. It's
Rock, paper, scissors, who's going to get it?
you can off.
Do you have your knife?
Yes.
It's of old days. We might need it.
For what?
Close encounters.
Oh, you stoned you are.
So I finally made it to Roswell, New Mexico. I have been reading about this place since I was 10 or 11. Me and my dad are going to be going to the International UFO Museum, and we're going to sit down and have a chat with a guy named Frank Kimbler, who happens to be a geologist and UFO expert. The cool thing with him is that because he's a geologist, he's actually studying the physical crash site. Like that's his area. And I want to go to the crash site. I do. So, good times. Let's go, Roswell, let's go. Howdy.
I sleep good.
I did you?
I went unconscious for about 6 hours.
Me too. Do you have your knife?
Yes.
It's of old days. We might need it.
For what?
Close encounters.
Oh, you stoned you are. Oh, say. You know what?
What?
I'm going to quite like this truck. This is my first time ever in Roswell. Alien. He's been taken up.
This is crazy. Look at all the alien stuff here. Alien spacecraft?
Flying saucers.
The Air 51. Could there be more alien here?
Look, they're great.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's literally the alien zone. Like,
We're in the zone, baby. It's really weird to be in Roswell, you know.
yeah. I mean, I've literally read about this place for ages.
I know. I have mixed feelings. Nobody has absolutely categorically
Convinced you.
convinced me. If they were more intelligent than us, what would they want to come here for?
I firmly believe that we only exist because some extraterrestrial being came here and decided to
Experiment.
exactly.
I mean, it's thinking BS.
The UFO Museum was created as a direct result of the alleged UFO crash near Roswell.
This is cool.
It's visited by thousands of people each year who share the same curiosity about the existence of extraterrestrials.
It's weird.
I knew my dad was a skeptic, so I hoped that Frank Kimbler, our UFO expert, can give us a tour and hopefully open my dad's mind a bit.
It's off. They're my kind of people who like to smoke.
Oh look, this is the White Sands testing range. So this is where they test all the missiles. How's it going? You must be Frank.
I'm Frank.
Nice to meet you, Frank.
Nice to meet you, too.
So Frank, you've been researching this for a long time, I take it, right?
I'd always been interested a little bit in UFOs, so I started reading all the books and all the documentaries and everything. And then what I did was I went out there and started using some of my science knowledge as a geology instructor. I went out to the crash site, and the artifacts that I found are kind of unique. They're pieces of metal, and they basically look very similar to aluminum trash is what it looks like. However, the crash site is clean. Nobody camps out there. There's nothing out there except cows. It's remote. And then some of the mysterious things that have happened around the objects that I have found, they have disappeared in the mail. I had one, basically I sent it to a university, and it disappeared out of the package. My computer's been hacked a couple of times, and I've actually had laser beams come into my house. It scared my family to death. He said, "Dad, what are you doing?"
Sure it wasn't Halloween. It's only playing Frank.
No, it wasn't Halloween. I think they were trying to listen in by reflecting laser light off the windows.
Is it the DIA? Is it the NSA? Is it like, what agency would that fall under?
I have no idea.
They sell them now at shops and lasers. And things disappearing, it's called lost in the mail.
I mean,
I'm not saying it's anything, but it's out here.
There you go. See, you're starting to believe already. We're going to get you into cosplay pretty soon. Just wait.
What?
Don't worry about it.
The museum at one time had offered $1 million for any pieces of the Roswell spacecraft.
No one's going to ever claim it because that ain't such a thing as UFOs.
I think they're wrong.
Okay, Jeff.
So what do you think about the story?
Something definitely crashed of unknown origin.
I think we're on the same wavelength on that one, because that was the belief that I had. What about your dad? What does he...
What do you think?
It's weird. It's too strange.
Oh.
We got to take you out there.
I'm in.
we might be able to convince you.
Right, we might make a believer out of him.
We might make a believer out of you.
Where the are we going?
I'm gonna take you desert and leave you forever.
So, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in that stuff?
I think it most definitely. Okay, I can't say most definitely. I guess
something happened very peculiar.
I guess I choose to believe in the narrative that it was something unexplainable happened.
After over 20 years of dreaming of seeing the alien crash site at Roswell, I was finally going to step on hallowed ground. Frank, who we met at the UFO Museum, was taking us, along with UFO expert Don Schmidt.
Now, the good thing about this guy, Don, is that he's done so much research and he's interviewed so many people. I mean, he wrote, like, the book.
Bible.
Yeah, the book that he wrote, it's like the one everyone refers to.
Yeah, okay.
Don.
Jack?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Follow us.
All right. It was a little weird, though, when we pulled up to Don Schmidt and Frank, and they're just kind of like, eyes forward, follow us.
Alien. So we're going to go another 12 miles, though?
Yeah. I'm going to take desert and leave you forever.
Where the are we going? How did these guys find this place?
Well, I would like to officially say, whether you'll admit it or not, the only reason we're actually out here is basically because of you.
What the you talking about?
Well, you're the one that bought me all the UFO books back in the day. So technically, it's your fault. I'm not saying
What the you're insane with aliens? It's all bollocks if you ask me. Yeah, well, I've got you the Bible, but you're not an evangelist. I can tell you now, without going, it's going to be a grass field.
This is history.
This is stupid.
Greetings.
Like greetings, aliens from outer space, right? This is what's called the debris field.
Okay.
So this is the spot.
Wow. Like currently standing in it, or is it?
We're right in the heart.
Words.
As far as the upper pinnacle would have been just up through here.
I told you, it would be nothing but a flat field for as far as you could see. It could have been anywhere.
How often do you think people are coming out here and rooting around?
We've never revealed the coordinates, only us.
Yeah.
And as you observed, who's going to find their way out here?
Yeah, I mean, you literally have to know, like, pinpoint.
Right.
We met those guys for the first time. How did we not know they were a pair of serial killers? They took us to this remote place, killed us and buried us. Nobody would have ever found us. Look, they've never found the alien spacecraft.
Former President Bill Clinton, he still is lamenting the fact that he spent 8 years in the Oval Office and he couldn't get the truth about what happened here.
Wow.
I mean, he talked specifically about Roswell.
Kind of makes you wonder who's in command.
Yeah.
This area here is where the witnesses described the gouge. Something artificial skipped across the ground.
And so I'm guessing however many miles in that direction is where the ship ended up.
Well, 3/4 of a mile.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff was thin and lightweight, and there's reports of it getting stuck in the weeds and up against the fence line, and it's 3/4 of a mile to the fence line. So that stuff was like blowing in the wind, scattered several hundred yards wide and 3/4 of a mile long. All this work that I've done out here, I've got some pieces I'd like to show you. They're sitting back in the truck.
I'd love to check it out.
Here's one of the military buttons.
Wow.
And this is just a tiny piece, but it's a phenolic epoxy resin that shouldn't be here. They didn't have it in 47.
How do you know it was not recent?
This I don't. It hasn't been tested. And that's a good question. The only thing I know is that it happened later than 1947.
It didn't prove anything.
But it doesn't not prove anything.
If you want to believe, you'll believe that pigs can fly, you know.
If you put a pig in an airplane, they can fly.
And this is the cool stuff right here. I'm going to take this out. This has been tested, and this is the stuff that has almost 3% molybdenum in it, which is absolutely impossible. The isotope signature for that is Earth, but the composition is unknown.
So aluminum. It could have been a piece of aluminum. An old beer can.
You wanted to say aluminium, didn't you?
Here come English. Aluminum. I'm becoming American. I love it. I'm not an alien anymore.
You are a legal alien.
Oh, here we go.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for the guided tour of the history of Roswell UFO crash.
Exactly.
Oh, you're
Doesn't have
welcome.
a trail map, does it?
No, it does not.
When I do a concert near here, you must get on your spaceship and come and see me play.
And guys, do you mind if we stick around and play with the drone for a bit?
Oh, no.
As long as the wind doesn't take it away,
All right.
have fun.
Oh, as long as we don't crash it either. Let's try this bad boy out.
I want to see if we can spot anything from the sky.
Hope it doesn't crash.
Stand back. Because if it turns on, this thing will take your finger off.
Well, I could do it. It's manicure anyway.
All right, here we go.
Stand back, stand back.
We're recording. It's just a little wobbly.
It sounds like a vacuum cleaner. I hate them.
I'm really not good at flying this drone. Look at it, he's all like, brr, 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 brr.
He's had a nervous breakdown.
Coming down.
Oh, sorry. UFO. Beam me up, Scotty.
Should we see how high we can get it? 75, 80, wow, 100 meters.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Can you imagine this whole area littered with debris from some alien spaceship?
1 from 10. 10 being 100% believer, 1 being like, no, it's just a piss take.
I'm thinking about 6.
I'm at a 9.
you're-
No, I'm at a 9. I'm not 100%, because you can never be 100%, but I'm pretty damn close. I'm a believer. I think the truth is out there.
I think you out there.
Didn't you write a song called Believer?
Yes, but it wasn't about. It wasn't about believing in aliens.
I interpreted that as about believing in aliens.
UFOs out.
Oops. I mean, I wasn't exactly going fast.
The four-wheel drive pilot.